I knew we'd lose to Man City, but again, the way we've lost, and I feel like I'm going to be just saying things that I've said over and over and again about Chelsea. I'm getting really tired of this season for Chelsea. I just, I really am done with it. It's become beyond a joke. This is just feels like a new low point. I didn't think it could get any worse than 3 years ago under Graham Potter, but this honestly feels like it might be. The way we're losing games, the way we are just being bullied by every opposition we come up against. Going into the game yesterday, I knew we'd lose, but I just thought if we could maybe put in a bit of fight, maybe just show a bit of desire to try and challenge for the top 5 or top 6 or whatever, it's still even possible. Like, I just thought, you never know, maybe. And we started the game well. First 20 minutes, played well. Cucurella was unlucky with that offside. A couple of other chances that were decent. Was the better side for the opening 20 minutes. But as soon as City got a foothold in the game, as soon as they had any possession in our half, we couldn't get out of our own half. And the rest of the first half was almost entirely played in their half and in our half. And for a while, we was keeping them at arm's length. But it felt like the goal was coming. Well, I knew the goal was coming. They were just slowly coming into it, getting closer and closer to really threatening us. And as soon as that started happening, I knew the goal was coming. I knew that we would lose because we don't seem to be able to respond to anything. When they did start dominating the game, we just did nothing about it. We took no subs warming up, no changes at half time, no change to the approach, no nothing. And all the while they're warming subs up there, doing this, doing that. They're just not, just no response when not even when we went behind in the game, but when the game started changing, there was just literally no reaction not just from the manager, not just from in terms of subs or anything like that, but there was no reaction on the pitch. It was almost like as soon as they started to actually play, we had no answer to it. We just could not compete with them at all. So going in at half time, well, again, funny enough, despite the fact that we finished the half badly, at the end of the half, Andrew Santos should have scored actually. But going into that second half, we needed to change something. We needed to change the approach. Maybe needed to make a sub or two because it wasn't working. We started well, but they completely dominated from 20 minutes onwards pretty much. So something had to change, but nothing changed at half time, and therefore the game didn't change as well. The first 10 minutes of the second half, we're boxed in our own half, and eventually they find breakthrough, come from a corner which they were getting a lot of in the game. I knew they'd make something of one of them eventually. All our defenders might as well have been non-existent. You've got Fofana and Gusto both so focused on pinning down Haaland on marking him, that completely oblivious to the fact that O'Reilly has broke out, run to the back post and been given a completely free header, and they take the lead, and from there it's game over because we can't respond to going behind. We can't even hold on to a lead, so there's no way that we're coming back from there. But then it just got one thing to another, shown nothing from that moment onwards. They eventually, quite quickly afterwards, got the second goal, and well, from there, that was it, wasn't it? I mean, there was just no coming back for it. I mean, Marc Guéhi again, no one went to him, no one put in a challenge, and it's the exact same with the third goal with Doku. Just no reaction, no nothing. The players were just walking, not fighting at all for the manager, not fighting for the club. They just didn't look bothered. And the way they're just sort of strolling around for the last half hour of the game, you just think they're probably just not that bothered. You think, well, they're probably thinking, oh, this manager probably be gone soon. He might, maybe he won't be, but I imagine he'll be gone soon. We don't really, someone else will be here, so they just don't look interested anymore. And that sums up the way this season is finishing, to be honest. I don't know how we're still hanging on to 6th place. What people don't seem to be realising, and what no one seems to be realising, is we are pretty much on the worst form out of anyone in the league. 4 back-to-back defeats now we've had. But they're 3 back-to-back Premier League defeats at least anyway. And everyone behind us is on better form. Teams that if you look down to 10th place, 2 points separating us from 10th. we're not going to. We'll lose at Man United next weekend, and then we'll probably be in the bottom half. People don't seem to be realising that we're not going to qualify for any form of European competition. Now, I want to be positive about the FA Cup, of course, because that's something we could win. I'd love to win that, and that could be the way to save this season. However, in all likelihood, even if we get past Leeds, which way we're playing is not looking likely, but even if we did, chances are we'd have to face Man City again in that competition. As much as I want to be positive about it, look what happened yesterday. How can we have any form of optimism even for that? League games are hard, honestly. The league forms we've got, league games we've got coming up on the form we're on. I just don't know where the points are going to come from. Rosigne, how much longer is he going to last for? Surely he can't be there much longer. But they don't. He's just, I don't know how much more he can get away with. No. It's Chelsea managers don't survive this sort of run he's on. It's just hopeless. He just offers nothing. I'm just seeing nothing for him at all. And the longer it goes on, the worse it's going to get. That's 2 back-to-back Premier League defeats now, where we've just not even tested the opposition's goal. And I know we had that one offside in this game, but let's be honest, we've failed to score. For 3 Premier League games in a row, and I just don't remember. I can't remember a time when this happened. I remember some bad runs, some bad managers, some bad games, but this run that we're on at the moment just seems like a whole nother level of just absolutely shocking. The owners obviously have got a lot to answer for. There's at least fans starting to protest against them now, but I just don't know where we go from. I don't know how we sort this out. It's going to be a very long end to the season, and it's beginning to look like this could be like we've gone back about 2 seasons, to be honest, or 3 seasons and more, to be honest, and gotten worse than what we was then. I just don't know where we go from here, and like I said, I'm just getting tired of talking about this because I knew we'd lose yesterday, but I was just hoping that they'd show a bit of fight or just show something, but it just gotten worse. It was exactly like the Everton game, almost identical, just second best in literally every possible area of the pitch. And yeah, I don't know really what else I can say about it that we've not already said. It's just one of the worst periods I can remember